Welcome to D20 Woodworking. And really quick, before we get into this gameplay video for Isofarian Guard, I want you to know that I'm going to be cutting out all the narration sections of this video. And the reason being is because it would be a really long video if I kept them all in. Now, you have options. Down below is the link to my 12-hour stream. It's the very first game that I played that day was Isofarian Guard with all the narration. It was all done by Foreteller Games, who did an amazing job. It really brought the game to life. It was really cool. So if you want to watch the game and listen to the narration, all that fun stuff, the link is down below, and also a link to their website if you want to check them out, because the stuff they do is really cool. So all that's down below. But this is just the gameplay footage, and also you'll hear background music for some of the battles and stuff. That's also done by Foreteller. Again, they did a fantastic job. There's a lot of really cool stuff there. So if you want to check them out, want to check their website out, like I said, it's down below. If you want the whole thing with the story, 12-hour link is down below. And if you just want to see the gameplay, this is the right video for you. So hopefully you enjoy. All right, so place the narrative chip on 32, which we got going on. Move Gregory to 30. Okay, so he's now at 30. Okay. And then follow the instructions for the exploration phase. See page 18 in the rulebook for exploration phase and all that fun stuff. And you'll know. Okay, that's fine. All right, so we have to move. Oh, we just moved him to the 30 and follow the instructions exploration phase. So we, in this bag of fun, we'll draw a chip. Okay, it's a triple skull chip. So what we have to do, reference guide. Page 22, 27. Oh, wait, that's not what I want. I want... Oh, wait, does it want me to do the battle round example? That might be what it's asking. 22, 27. Okay, so it wants me to... Oh, it goes to the whole battle example. That's fine. All right, so it wants me just to face 1-star Timberwolf. So what you do... is we have to get their cards out. And we have to make room for everything. All right, so we'll take the enemy board and we'll put it here, so hopefully you all can see it easier. And then we take a 1-star Timberwolf. He goes in there. And then we take, I think, all of their cards. We'll do... I think they have 8 cards, so... Take all their cards, we shuffle them up. And then they basically get a action deck of what they're going to do. And we follow their board. So they have 2 attack. They have 1 shield. They have 2 action cubes. And they have 7 life. Okay. And we'll just kind of go through this so that we go through how the book wants us to do this. So you check the equipment accessories for bonuses. So there's several steps of how to do things. And when I said this before, it was kind of, he's going to draw shadows. Absolutely. So there's like a whole like cheat sheet guide of how like the round works, but we'll read it from the book this time. But that's what you can use in the future. So this check any equipment accessories for bonuses, trigger effects, blah blah. We don't have to worry about that. Discard any active evasion chips or blue cubes on both guards. First round, we don't really have that, so we don't have to worry about that. Choose a card to activate. We only have Gregory, so that's who we're going to activate. If his bag is empty, which it's not, we would refill it. At any point, you can refill your bag by spending 1 health point and refill it, but we don't need to right now. So we draw chips 1 at a time from the guard's bag equal to his active points. So our active points are these 2 cubes. They're kind of hard to see because they're black. Down here. So we'll draw 1 chip, which is a double sword, which is sweet. Which we started with because something in the instructions told us to start with that. Something in the prologue. And then a regular sword. So we have 2 chips that we have to use. Only black chips count against the draw. We draw chips one at a time from Gregory's bag until his active HP is 2. The first chip we draw is a single sword chip. Okay, so they drew something else. So the way it works is that we activate his different abilities based off of these chips. So activate guard ability cards by paying the necessary cost this turn. Activate stonebound ability cards by using a speaking gem. Perform a standard attack. Yada yada. Actually, should we just do the things that they said? A sword and a shield. Let's just do what they said we drew, just so that we can do their example perfectly. Okay, so let's spend a single shield chip on a guard ability called guard. So you take your shield chip, you put it on guard. Simple enough. And then you need 1 active point to activate it. So we place the shield chip on top of the card and we pay the required AP. While this ability card is active, has a shield chip on it, Gregory's defense is increased by +1, and we add a green shield chip to Gregory's bag. The reason being is because I don't know if I have the camera set up for this one or not. Oh, I do. Okay. This one, it's a little hard to see, but you add on the bottom, it says 1 active, you get +1 defense, and you add 1 green shield chip, which looks like this, to your bag. And then there's a thing that says chain, but we don't have chain, so we don't really do that. Hey, Canadian, how's it going? Hopefully you're good. Is it really an hour? Oh wow, it is. Okay. Hold on, let me make sure I did this right. The card, the 1 shield, blah, blah, blah. That's fine. We slide the 1 APQ to activate exhausted shield. Great, yeah. Next, let's perform a standard attack using the remaining sword chip. To perform this attack, we place the single sword chip on Gregory's weapon card and guard dashboard. All right, so it goes on here onto Captain's blade, right? So down here. Say that 11 more times, right? Okay, so next we calculate the damage against the Timberwolf, a standard attack with no modifiers. So he has a base attack of 3, which we can see over here. It's a base of 3. And this is going to add +1, I believe. The Timberwolf, no modifiers. Gregory has a base attack of 3. And the Timberwolf has a base attack of 1. Or base defense of 1. So here's the Wolf's defense. Only has 1. You can see up here he has 7 life. So he goes down from 7 to 5. Right? Takes 2 damage. All right, so let's continue attacking by using Gregory's stonebound ability named Cross Slash. To do this, we move the Speaking Stone gem, which is this thing, up here. To do this, we move the Speaking Stone gem up onto the actual card itself. Cross Slash states, attack all enemies for +1 attack. Gregory has a base attack of 3, so we add +1 to his attack for a value of 4. The Timberwolf has a base defense of 1, so Timberwolf will take 3 more points of damage. So 1, 2, 3. So he's down to 2. Perfect. Note that if there were multiple enemies in battle, you would calculate damage against all of them. Activate the other guard, repeat all the steps, and that's it. So that's generally how it works. The reason we didn't have to use a cube for this is because there was no cube listed on it, right? So up here, it has like the cube cost. So that's why we haven't had to do that. Hey, Starry, hopefully you're doing well. Yeah, daytime 8 to 8 won't be too bad. It'll be fun to have a full day of games. Yeah. Yeah, hopefully. All right, so refresh exhausted AP for both guards. So we refresh all that back up. Place an aggro chip onto Gregory, which he's the only person out here, but basically just means that the last person to attack an enemy, that's who they're targeting. And then that is it. That is it. So now we do the Timberwolf's turn. Oops, nope. Nope, apparently we don't have a camera for them. That's okay. We do their turn, okay? So, we discard any green evasion chips and blue cubes on it. That's fine, easy enough. Activate enemy number 1. So, he's number 1 because he's the only one here. Draw an AI card from the deck. So, we're going to draw the card that they want us to draw. Which is this one. Was the second one down. So, you draw the card and you basically do it from top to bottom. You just do it in its order. Deck. We draw the top one of the enemy's deck. Okay. So, choose target. Highest defense and then aggro. Since Gregory is the only target, he is the target by the enemy. If 2 guards run the battle, the Timberwolf would target the guard with the highest defense value. If both guards had the same defensive value, then he would go after who's ever aggro. Right? Simple enough. So, we now have the target, and then we do the actual attack. So, it's a bite. So, he uses both of his cubes and moves them over. So, The ability costs the Timberwolf 2 AP and raises his base attack by 3 for this attack. We slide the 2 cubes over. Okay, let's calculate the damage. So he has a base attack of 2, which we have by this cube here, and then he's getting plus 3 for the attack. So that would be attack value of 5 against us. Now, Gregory has a base of 2, all right, but we activated the guard ability. So we have now a defense value of 3. Gregory will take 2 points of damage. So we're down to 18 life, which isn't too bad. Reduce it down. Now the attack has resolved. We move on to the next action, the AI card, which states end turn, right? So that's the very end of this card. It says end turn, so we are done. And then we move on to the next step. So active remaining enemies in order. So if there's more enemies, we go through all the enemies, but we don't have any more, so we don't have to worry about that. Refresh exhausted AP from all enemies. So we discard all chips from enemies and return them to the supply except for green evasion chips. So there's no chips on here, so we don't have to do that. Discard all chips from the guard ability card weapons and flip over the card to indicate they've been active. So we take these off. These don't go into our bag. They just get discarded off to the side. Flip over the cards. What do we do? Guard. So we have to flip over guard. And there's different stuff that happens on that side. Black and purple chips are discarded from the areas. Green chips are returned to the supply. And Gregory's weapon, which flips over, which is fine. Discard all chips from positive and negative chip areas in the guard's dashboard. These are positive and negative areas. So that's fine. No chips were done. That's fine. And then we kind of keep going. So both chips are now in Gregory's discard area. Next, we flip over the guard ability cards that are active each round. This means guard is flipped on its opposite side. Now take cover is the other card that's the option there. So we have that. So like as you use things, they flip over and they change, right? So it's not like you can just use this card over and over and over. It will flip over and it activates differently, right? It does something a bit different. Move exhausted speaking stone gems, which are these, to ready slots, which is the other slot that's down here. So it goes from here up to here to the other slot, which means for this round, we can't use the cross slash ability. So like you can't just like spam it over and over and over and win. We move it, blah, blah, blah. In this case, place in this spot for it. Now that is the cleanup phase is complete. The round of battle is over and a new round can begin. And that's how you play the game. That's how you play the game. So it's very straightforward. So now, again, if we were just to use their cheat sheet, we would check for any bonuses. There are none. Discard evasion chips. There are none. Blue cubes. There are none. Green evasion chips. There are none. So choose a card to activate. And then his bag is not empty. So we draw one cube or one thing at a time. It's a green chip for defense. Then another shield chip. I don't think the green ones count, right? Yeah, only black chips count against the draw. So that's a way you get like extra chips on your draw. So the green one doesn't count. It's an extra one, essentially. Sleeve cards and chips. Gotta love it. I know, right? I hate the name Gregory. Every time I hear it, all I can think is FNAF game. Well, get ready. It's going to be a lot of Gregory. All right. So we have that. We want to just punch the wolf in the face, right? Card. All right, so we add one defense to an enemy. Okay, that's fine. We don't really need to do that. All right, so we're gonna do an attack. Uses 1 cube. So it's gonna be on our attack 3. We add 1 more. Oh wait, I think it needs a shield and a sword. Needs 2 on there. So we do. Actually, no, I think it's either or. Never mind. So then we do the action, right? The attack. We have a base of 3. It adds a 4th one. Oh no. We just add to that. We don't want to do that one. Never mind. I'm sorry. We want to do that one. Add 1 attack to Gregory's bag. So we can add 1 attack. Hey, Cody, how's it going? So we would do an attack. It's 3 defensive 1. It would knock out the wolf, right? That would be the end of the wolf. And that would be that. I don't think there's anything else that makes reference of. Let me just see the other examples really fast. See if there's anything good in here that we need to see. I don't think so. Okay, cool. Easy enough. Could have used 2 of his guard abilities instead of using a standard attack. All right, so the one thing with attacking 2 is like, I know it says like you have to use like a shield. If you use 2 of another type of chip, that counts as well. It's kind of weird. Okay, so that is it. We beat it in the face, so now it is dead. It is dead. So we just clean it up. Take all the Timberwolf stuff, put it back. Go back to our story. So we do round of battle. Once complete, we move to node 31 and we do exploration again. So we'll just put Timberwolf up there. This way it gets cleaned up. The one thing I have to check, because I'm not 100% sure on, is after battle. Hey, Cody, how's it going? Hopefully you're doing well. Let's just see right now. Battle phase, end of battle 35. All right, so when you're all done, discard all chips from enemies except for evasion and return them to the supply. Okay, discard all chips from guard abilities and weapons. Black and purple chips are moved to the discard area of the respective dashboard. Green chips are returned to the supply. Flip over cards that indicate they have been that indicate they flip after being activated. Remove all chips from positive and negative areas of guard dashboard. Purple chips are moved to the discard area. Green chips are returned to the supply. Move exhausted speaking stone chips to the ready slot. Okay, so discard all chips from guard ability cards and weapons. Okay, we have done that. And move discard and okay, black and purple chips are moved to the discard area of the respective guard's ability dashboard. So, oh, actually, I think this is the discarded area. So discard. Okay, so we are out of chips. Purple chips are moved. All right, sorry. Green chips are returned to the supply. There we go. Flip over cards that indicate they flip after being activated. So we activated this one. So that is done. Okay. Green and red chips. Okay. Move exhausted speaking stone to the ready slot. Okay, cool. I think that's all good. The battle will end in victory or defeat. The guards are victorious when all enemies in the battlefield have hit 0. Collect the reward from each enemy card. Oh, that's what we didn't do. That's right. So on the back of the card is the reward. So we get 2 Lux Essence. So we take our little dial. Just needs to be a little tighter, but oh well. And we get a Wolf Pelt. Which we have to find. Wolf Pelt. All right, so we get a Wolf Pelt. Cool. Okay, Lux and gain Sill. And drop cards can be stored in the guard's open satchel. So we have our satchel down here. So we're going to take our Wolf Pelt and just put it in there. Okay. If a guard already has an enemy drop card in their satchel slot, flip the card to indicate the quantity held. Okay, cool. So we can hold many Wolf Pelts. If a guard already, since the max is 4, you can't do anything past 4. Battle is victorious, but one of the guards is foul. Okay, neither guard fell, so we don't have to worry about that. Return all chips. That's fine. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. This is explained much better. Return all black chips. Okay, return all chips on enemy dashboards back to supply. Return enemy and AI cards back to the card index. Return green and red chips to on both guards back into supply. Return all black and purple chips on both guard dashboards and ability dispatch back to the bag. So they all go back in our bag. Okay, good. There we go. I was wondering how you got that back in. Return green AP cubes. We don't have any. Flip all guard abilities back to the primary side. I don't know what the other side. Oh, I guess the other section was just cleanup phase. Okay, Captain's Blade. Cool. Once the battle's over, continue playing the game like normal. And that's it. That is it. So, the one thing I think we're good. The one thing I want to check is with the icon that looks like that. I can't remember. I think that's just if you want to use either or. It's not both. But I don't fully remember. And of course, it doesn't easily say it. I guess it'd be both. Yeah, I guess it'd be both. Okay. Cool. All right, so that is that. Now we go on to the exploration phase of the game. Move this out of the way. So we get a little closer. We move on to spot 31. And we do the exploration phase again, which means we draw something out of this bag. All right, it is a 2-skull one, so we could see how that works. So the way that this works, that's quest. There's another big, there's a lot of books in this game. There's another big book of enemy index. So we are on node, what did I just say? 31. So you look up in this book, the chapter you're on and the node you're on. So we're on 31. We drew a double skull, which means we do Timberwolf and just one of them. Right? So that's basically how you decide what enemies that you're going to face. So we have to face the Timberwolf again, and this time we won't get help. Map is awesome. I know. It's crazy big. But it's really cool. All right, so that is that. Timberwolf comes back into play. Luckily, we didn't put it away because I had a feeling. And then we set it all up again. It shouldn't be too hard for us. It's 2 action chips. Probably should have just left everything on here because there might be wolves in this area. All right, cool. Shuffle his cards up, and then we get to go. Okay, cool. Jeez, I hate these sleeves they give you. I'm not a fan of them. What was it? 3 attack, 2 defense, I believe, is what we were sitting at before. Yeah, 3-2. Okay, cool. All right, so now we do the whole bag thing again. So we draw a chip, which is a shield chip. We draw another chip, which is a sword chip. Okay, cool. So we can attack. We can look at advance, right? It says we add 1 of the extra attack chips. So we'll do advance. And we get to add, uses 1 action cube. We get to add a green sword to our chip bag. And we don't have chains, so we don't do anything with that. So we don't attack, right? It doesn't use a fist or anything like that. And then the defense one, we'll do guard as well. And we add a shield chip to it, right? So a shield chip goes into our bag. Cool. We might as well use this cross slash thing again. So we get +1 attack on all enemies. It does 4. He defends 3, or defends 1, so it only does 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. That's everything there. All right. So we get our aggro chip, which is fine. I think that's it. So we would do this, and then the wolf goes. So we flip his card over. We choose a target. It's going to be us, right? Obviously. So he's going to do the pounce attack because he's got 2 cubes. So he uses both of them. Attacks us for +2, and he has 2 attacks. That's 4 damage it's going to do. But we are defending for 2. 3. So 3 against his 4. We only take 1 damage from that, and that's it. And that is it. So we refresh all of his AP, so he is done. Discard all chips from enemies and return them as a supply, except for Green Invasion chips. Discard all chips and guard abilities from abilities and weapons. So we flip over both these cards. Critical strikes can give us a big hit. This gets exhausted down to here. Purple chips, discard all chips from positive and negative chip areas. That's fine. Okay, and that's it. Did you ever play Lost Ruins or Arnak? Lost Ruins or Arnak, yeah. Yeah, I've played it. It's really good. It's really fun. Actually, there is a... Hold on 1 second. But yeah, it's really good and really fun. I really like it. Oops, that's not what we wanted. All right, so now it is our turn. We have to pull 2 more chips. So you don't have to control. You do. They just don't make you do it for the very beginning of the game. It's very kind of them to not make you do it. Also, I forgot there is battle music, which I probably should have put on. I can turn that down. All right, but yeah. So after the intro of the game, there'll be battle music. After the intro of the game, there'll be 2 heroes. Jeez Louise. So they do make you control 2. All right, so we have to choose our chips now. First one is a regular sword. Second one is another sword. S words. So actually what we could do is take both those swords and put it onto critical strike. And it uses both of our action cubes. So we attack the enemy for +2 attack. So we have 3. It hit 4, 5. He defends 1. Does 4 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. He is dead. Wolf is dead. They're easing you into it exactly. All right, so Wolf is dead. We beat him with a big punch in the face. So we get 2 more Lux Essence. So we're up to 4 total before I forget. Not 94, just 4. And we get another Wolf Pelt, which means we just turn this card over. And then we clean everything up. And what's kind of interesting is that our life stays the same. It doesn't replenish. I think you have to actually stay like in an inn or whatever to make it go back. All right, so chips go back into the bag. Let's just keep these cubes on the board. That all gets cleaned up. Cool. This goes back to its primary side. That's all good. All right, cool. So now we move. Once completed, move Gregory's chip to node 32. Place the Silney mini-map. That's right, we have mini-maps. Hey, Leon, how's it going, man? Okay, not that one. Not that one. Silney, okay. So what it does is we can zoom in, and we are going to be on a mini-map now, because there's maps inside of maps. All right, so move on node 32, place the map on the table, Sears Gate, and then proceed to page 6, read chapter 1-2. So we now place our chip down here because we are entering the gate, and then this narrative chip means that stuff happens. So we read chapter 1-2. Now we're not actually going to read it. Foreteller is going to read it for us. All right, so we have now 2 enemies we have to deal with. So one can go there. What's arriving today? Monster Hunter? I feel like you've talked about that a lot. And then we have a second enemy. All right, so we need to put out 1-star Kingsguard. Okay, cool. Let me shuffle this up. Put this in the top one. Old Greg. After 2 years. Holy cow. That's crazy. That's awesome that you're getting that. All right. So, oh wait, I'm going to need that again soon for the battle music. 2 action cubes. 2 action cubes. 8 health. 2 shield, 2 attack. For both of them. Okay. And then, oh, these cubes are already out there. Perfect. 8 health. 2 and 2. Okay. I think we're all set up. That does put a damper on things for sure. All right, so let us jump into battle phase. All right, cool. Next 2 months though, nice. All right, so we are set up. We are good to go. We'll kind of explain as we go along. So we check for bonuses that are equipped. There are none, so we don't have to worry about that. I have no idea how I'm going to fit a second hero on this. I've just realized. But we're going to have to figure that out at some point. So. There's astronauts, expansion, they love ants, and nice. I hear good things about it. All right, so we get rid of all the, or we do the bonuses first. There's nothing like that. We discard evasion chips. There's nothing with that. And then we have to choose a guard to activate. So we only have one, so that's fine. That's what we will choose. So we have to first take our guard bag and we have to pull chips. Oh wait, shoot, is there green chips in here? There shouldn't be. If we pull a green chip, it's my fault. All right. First one is a sword. And next one is shield. Okay. Let me just double check there is another green one in there. Forgot to take them out. All right. So now we have to do stuff with our sword and our shield. We for sure want to do cross slash in a second. So we will do the defense one because I like defending. And we take a green shield and we add it to our bag. Should we just attack a guard? No, let's do advance, right? The other attacker should hopefully do a lot. And we get to add another sword there. This game take almost 4 years to fulfill? Yeah, it took a long time. It was from where it started to where it is, it was worth it. Plus the pricing never really changed. Actually, the pricing never changed. So it ended up being like a really good deal in the end. All right, so we got all of our stuff set up. We're going to use the cross slash ability. So we attack all enemies with +1 attack. We have a base attack of 3. So we're doing 4 damage. So it'd be 2 onto him because he has 2 defense. And then 2 onto him because he has 2 defense. Cool. Easy enough. And then that's the end of our turn. So we are the targeted person, obviously, because there's no one else around. And then we refresh our AP. Okay, cool. How much was it? For everything that you see here, plus the narration and all that fun stuff, it was like $100 or $94, something like that. All right, so first Kingsguard is this one. So he'll go first. He chooses himself. Okay, that's weird. So tower protection, 1 cube. Gain 2 blue cubes. Don't ask me what that does yet, because I have no idea. Until the start, gain 2 blue cubes until the start of next round. We have to look at what blue cubes are, because I have no idea what a blue cube does. Blue defense cube indicates that the target's defense is temporarily increased by 1. Placed on target's defense track while active. Oh, that's fun. So he's got 2 defense stuff. If health is less than 5, he regroups. And he heals 1 and draws 1 card. Okay, but his health is not less than 1, so we don't do that. Heal 1 and draw 1 card. Okay, that's not how that doesn't do anything there. So, resolve enemy action. Activate remaining enemies in order. Repeat steps 3 for 4. Okay. All right, so let me just double check the battle for the enemy's turn. I want to make sure that I do the card thing right, because we haven't had to do that yet. All right, so guard's turn. Activate an accessory, or not the guard's turn. We don't want that. We want the enemy's turn. Enemy's turn. Discard any of it. Okay, draw an AI card from the deck face down. If no cards are drawn, shuffle the deck and then do a new one. Resolve the action of the enemy AI card. The enemy AI card is resolved in order from top to bottom, resolving all actions that can be performed. The enemy actions of the AI card are separated by dividers. Some enemies can draw more AI cards and will continue to perform abilities so long as they have AP for it. The enemy then, when it ends turn, you actually end the turn. Okay, that's what we want to double check. So his health is not less than 5, so he doesn't do the whole bottom part, from my understanding. So I guess he just ends his turn, from what I understand. That might be kind of wrong, because I think this whole group is done together, and not separately. So now the next guy goes, and he gets something basically the same. So lowest target. Ooh, $300. Okay, so shield. He attacks me, obviously. So he does a spear thrust. So he attacks for +2. Okay, so he has 2, so he attacks for 4. Our defense is 2. And we get a third one, so it does 1 damage to us. We're down to 16. If it deals damage, add 1 +1 fist card. +1 fist to target's bag. Oh, so he adds this to my bag. I think that's not a good thing, though. Choose target self, bolster, gain 1 green cube. I guess green cube adds attack. Oh no, it's an action point. So he gets that. Alright, so we end the turn there. Okay, cool. So that's everything with the enemy. Refresh exhausted cubes for everyone there. Alright, so we discard all chips from enemies and return them to the supply. There are no chips on the enemies, so that's fine. Discard all chips from guard abilities and weapons. So they go in our discarded thing. We have to flip these cards over, so now they are more powerful. And the cross slash gets refreshed. Okay, cool. And that is that. Now it is our turn. We draw, okay, green shield, which doesn't count, right? It's only the black chips that count as being drawn. Okay, that's not good. We are now attacking for 1 less. Okay, there's a 2 attack thing. We got that from setup, I remember. And then a shield. Okay. Actually, that works out. Because what we can do is our first action, we're going to put... Oh no, we gotta do 2 action cubes for that. Ooh. Alright, what we'll do is use both of these chips for the captain's blade. So we get to attack. The reason we're using 2 is because you can use 2 of a different type to count as the cost of another type, right? So you have 2 shields, it could be 1 sword, or 2 swords, it could be 1 shield. So we're going to do Captain's Blade, which lets us do an attack. A normal attack, which is attack of 3. We don't want to do it on him. We'll do it on him. So it does 1 damage to him, which is not that strong. And then we'll do Critical Strike. We lower 2 cubes. Attack 1 enemy for +2 attack. So that's 3, 4, 5 in total. He defends 2, so that's 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. Okay. That is that. Oh no, we're down 1. Shoot. So that's 1 life back, 1 life back. I forgot about that. We have -1 right there. Alright, cool. So we did everything. Refresh your AP, place aggro chip, all that fun stuff. Alright, so we now discard evasion chips and we discard the blue cubes. So there was only a temporary buff. It's not one night keeps. So now the first King's Guard attacks us. Jeez. Alright, I'm getting a little worried because I feel like I'm not able to handle this very well. Alright, so he's attacking me. And he's going to do a shield bash. So he attacks for +2. Which does not sound great. So he has 2 damage. That's 4 damage against our 2 shields. That's 2 damage done to us. We're down to 14. He can't do anything else because he has no other action cubes. So he ends his turn. This guy chooses us. He uses 1 cube to add a red skull to our bag. That sounds bad. Red skull goes to our bag. And then charging jab, he uses these 2 cubes to do +2 damage. So that's 4 again against our 2 defense. So it's 2 damage done to us. All right, and then we refresh all their cubes. Discard all chips from the enemies and return them supply. Discard all chips from guard abilities. I don't know if red chips stay on you the entire time. And mental hog by the looks. Mentally, it's not too bad. All right, so we discard our chips. This flips over. This gets readied. This flips over. The green shield goes back in the thing. Discard all chips from enemies and return them to the supply. Except for the green evasion chips. Discard all chips from guard ability cards and weapons. Flip over the cards that indicate they flip after being activated. Black and purple chips are moved to cards. Discard areas. Green chips return to supply. Alright, so yeah, we have -1 attack. That thing just stays on us. Like, the entire time. Which is rough. Until the end of the round. Okay, so that goes off of us. That's nice at least. Alright, so now it is our turn. Do we have enough stuff to draw? You can check your bag at any time. We could take 1 damage to refill the bag, which we might do. So that's how you refill your bag, basically. You just take a damage. Which I think we might do. Alright, so we do any bonuses. Blue cubes, there are none. None evasions. Choose a card to activate. Alright. I'm going to take 1 damage. And we're going to put all these chips back into our bag. Because we need help. Alright, first chip is a sword. Next chip is another sword. Okay, so 2 S words. We might use the potion too soon. Because we can heal 5 with our potion. But I wanted to kind of hold on to that. -1 shield. Okay, so let's do a sword and an action cube to put -1 shield onto this guy. Right, so now the bag mechanic and new. I love the bag mechanic. I think it's so fun. Alright, so we get to put a -1 shield on him because I want to try to take him out. Let's use the cross slash, which attack all enemies for +1 attacks. That's 4 damage. So we'll do him first. That does 2 damage onto him. And it would do 2, but he has -1, so it does 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. So he's got 1 life left. Shoot, we can't just do a straight up attack. Alright, let's use our other attack chip and our action point. We get to put another attack chip into our bag. And that is that. Okay. That's it for us. We refresh our action points. Now it's their turn. So. He's attacking me. Spear thrust. Uses 1 cube. Does +2 damage. So that's going to be 2, 4. Gets my defense of 2. So I take 2 damage. I'm down to 9 life. We add a -1 attack to our bag. Which stinks. Hopefully we don't draw that. He would choose himself and he gets the bolster and gets a green cube. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. Now that's the end of his turn. Next guy's turn. Attacks me, obviously. Come on. Uses 2 cubes to deal +2 damage. So again, that's 4. We're defending 2, so we take 2. 1, 2. All enemies, spinning barrage. He can't do. He doesn't have enough cubes for, so he just ends his turn. Thank goodness he doesn't have enough cubes. All right, cleanup phase. This gets discarded. Feint turns over. This gets discarded. This turns over. This goes there. Okay. Preparation can let us do more attack, but I don't know if I really want that right now. Oh, wait. He loses his red defense check. All right, cool. How many run-throughs did you need to do to be so fluent? This is my first time actually playing, but I watched the video a few times. And I watched a few other streamers play. But like I said, it's actually not too crazy. All right, 1 attack chip. You can see like the pattern of it's pretty like straight. No, that seems bad. What is that? Added from when drawn, the player must immediately stop drawing chips for the draw action. Some abilities allow the player to draw. Oh no. Okay, that stinks. That stinks. So I only have my 1 attack chip. No. Oh, that's rough. All right, so let's use that there. Use our 2 chips. And we can add a +1 fight. So hopefully that helps us. There's a Frostpunk. Yeah, but that thing looks like ridiculously huge. I almost backed it. All right, so that goes there. Let me look really fast how to use potions, how to use items. I don't remember if it says how to do it really quick. I think I can just use it. Yeah, it doesn't say. I think I can just use the item. So which is what I'm going to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because it doesn't have a cost associated to it. So we're just going to use it and heal our 5. I think I would discard it, but we'll just leave it there for now. Understand? Yeah, I agree. Watching playthroughs helps so much. All right, so that's the end of that. That goes up. They have nothing to get rid of. First guy goes. If less than 5, it is less than 5. We rally. Oops, he should have both. These should have both be over. We move 2 over. Each Kingsguard gets +1 green cube, which is not great. So target themselves. If less 5, regroup. Heal 1 life. Oh no, and he gets to draw a card. All right, so his next card. He attacks me. Intimidation. He adds another red skull to my bag. Okay, red skull added to the bag. And he can't do the jab because he has no cubes left. All right, this guy gets to go. And he does a rally, which he will do for 2 cubes. All Kingsguard. Oh my god, they're getting so strong by getting punched in the face repeatedly. Regroup. He does do just 1, sorry. He heals 1, and he draws another card. He's going to intimidate me. Jeez Louise. These are not great things. And he can't do charging jab, so he won't do that. Okay, cool. I'm impressed this battle music's still going on. Alright, so that's the end of them. Now it's our turn. If we draw a red skull... Oh, wait, we have to discard this, we flip this over. Don't draw a red skull. Okay, green sword, which doesn't count. Or doesn't count to our 2 total, which is good. Okay, +1 fight. Awesome. Now we're cranking. I need another attack chip, though. No, red skull. Okay, not good. Alright, so we get +1 attack. Oh, and this should have moved over, which helps us a lot, because we can actually probably just straight up win soon. So, let us use our speaking stone thing. We attack all enemies for +1. So we have 3, 4, and we naturally get 1 more on 5. So 5 minus 2 is 3 damage. Guard dead. 5 minus 2 is 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. He has 2 life left. Let's use... Oh, we can't use this attack. Because we don't have enough attack to use it on here. So let's do it there. Use a chip. Oh, we should have done the 1 defense before. -1 defense on him before. Well, that was bad planning. That's alright. Alright, so that's the end of that. So he's done. We don't have to worry about him anymore. We flip over this guy's card, so we have to refresh our action points. Alright. He adds another red skull to our bag. We are just going to be drawing all of them all day. And then he does a charging jab. So he attacks us for 4 damage. We have 2 defense, so that's 2 life taken. So we're down to 10. And that's the end of his turn. His cubes get refreshed. So now, these all get discarded. This gets discarded. Actually, I think those go back to supply, but we'll worry about that in a second. We still have, like, chips, right? Yeah, we still have some attack. Okay, and then this gets discarded. Oh, wait. I don't think we flipped over Feint. Alright. Here we go. First one is a shield. Okay, I need attack. Okay. Okay, so our shield we can't even do with that. We could do that to add 1 more plus attack thing to our bag. I don't know what that means. That's the one thing I don't know. What does the back of the item cards mean? It's just blank. By paying the necessary resource cost. Alright, on a single attack. Activate an accessory required for the resource to mint. Oh, I think I can just... So I think this one down here, I could just throw a chip on it and flip it back over to attack, which is what we might have to do because I haven't been doing that. I probably should have done that a while ago. I think. Captain's Blade. To perform one attack, place the required chip on the weapon guard card. Each guard may be performed only per turn. Okay. Yeah, I guess since it's blank, that means I can just use it and flip it back over. I think is what that means. Alright, anyway. We have that. That is fine. We added the +1. This goes back up. Okay, so this guard is still attacking us. Highest attack. Okay, so she's going to shield bash me. Does 4 against my 2 defense. Yeah, 2 defense. So it's 8 life I'm down to. Spinning barrage does another 2. So it's another 2 damage. Alright, now this gets discarded. This flips over. This gets removed. Alright. I'm going to take a damage to put all these chips back in. The green ones don't go back in. I believe. Because I need to... Oops, this moves over. So we can win with the spinning slash thing, cross slash thing. But still. Let's draw some chips. -1 attack. Cool. Okay, a sword. And we're done drawing chips. Cool. That's all right. We're going to just do cross slash. So we attack -1. So that's 2, 3. Oh my god, it doesn't do enough damage. So wait, we don't do 3, 4, down to 3. Defense 2, that does 1 damage. I'm going to use this to flip that card over. Holy cow, we're still not there. It's taken so long the music ended. Okay. All right, so that's all of that. His final card is a rally. Okay, cool. Uses 2 chips. He gets another green thing. Uses a card. He heals 1 HP. And then he draws 1, but the deck is empty. So we will shuffle this up. All right, chooses me. Puts another red skull in my bag. And then he does a jab of 2 damage. That's 4. Defend by 2. Take 2 damage. Okay, cool. Okay. Cleanup phase. That goes there. This goes there. Feint is what... Wait, we didn't use feint. This, I think, flips over. I think that's how that works. If it doesn't, I apologize. Now we draw our chips. Okay, a shield. Okay, a sword, which doesn't count because it's green. It's cool. Another sword. Okay, so we won. Because all we have to do, well, hopefully we won, is do 2 attack chips there, do the 2 AP. We attack for +2, so we're attacking for 5 total, defends 2, that's 3 damage. We did it. We did it. That took way too long.